ago, the idea that Lorna could come to college and lead a much more independent life seemed like the stuff of dreams. But self-directed support has given her and her family a freedom and flexibility that's changed their lives. Lorna's sister Beverly gave up work to look after her, receiving only a carer's allowance. But an individual budget means Lorna now employs Beverly as her personal assistant. Taking Lorna to classes is today's first job.
Now, where are we going again, Lorna? I've known for a long time that Lorna's always had an idea of coming to college. Lorna more or less said what she wanted to do. Cooking, music, keep fit. So I said, okay then, fine.
Without self-directed support funding, would this have been possible?
No. In a word, no.
2, 3.
A personalised budget has allowed Lorna to make new choices in every area of her life.
Go, 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 go. 6. Yeah, smaller, yeah. 7.
We do tend to discuss things, don't we, Lorna? Yeah. And where you want to go, what you want to do. And because of that, we're having quite a good time, don't we? We have a really good time, in fact. And the funding has made all that possible. Because before, Lorna would say, oh, you know, could I go here, could I go there? Or I'd often say, I'm sorry, Lorna, it's not possible, I've got no money. So the funding is brilliant.
An individual budget isn't just about taking control. It allows service users to come up with creative ways of improving their quality of life. For the Ayres family, that meant buying this home from home. Gary and his mum and sisters spend every weekend at their caravan in Kent. Sheila believes the investment an individual budget has allowed the family to make will save money in the long term, and she knows it's already transformed their lives.
Although a caravan is a big layout, I would say that the In Control is a bit of salt in the ocean compared to what it would actually cost a taxpayer. You know, we've had the caravan a year. In that year, not once have I had to ask social services for anything.
Gary's much more relaxed at the caravan and rarely gets agitated as he sometimes does at home. The support the family get from friends and neighbours here means Sheila and her daughters also have time for themselves and each other.
It's completely and utterly not just changed Gary's life, it's also changed mine, because this time last year I tried to take my own life because I could not cope with everyday living with Gary. And the only way that I could see any light at the end of the tunnel was just by saying goodbye, you know?
But now life is very, very different.
Oh my God, so different. You just would not believe it. If somebody had told me last year when I was at rock bottom that, don't worry Sheila, next year there's going to be such a thing where you're going to be able to purchase a caravan and your kids are going to be so happy and the difference in Gary is going to be tremendous, I would never have believed it. Go on, there you go.
That's great. You had a great job.
Sean joined the In Control pilot scheme a year ago. It's helped give him the freedom to become part of a community, a familiar face on his daily recycling round with assistant MJ.
Is it something that you and Sean really enjoy doing together?
Yes, actually, for the first time when we tried, it took like 1 hour for him because he's not get used to work.
Yeah.
But right now it took like 25 minutes on the a return trip.
Yeah.
So, and he enjoys it.
Where's the door?
For Sean's mum, it's meant becoming an employer and managing an individual budget. That allows for the flexibility to better meet their needs.
If I have somebody working with Sean that I don't like, I can tell them to go. But equally, I think you find that because the responsibility and the buck stops with Sean and myself, when you bring people on board, there's a different level of respect because it's a one-on-one relationship.
And that can continue when the family goes on holiday. Having control over the budget for Sean's care means Sandra can pay personal assistants to travel with them. It saves the significant cost of respite and preserves Sean's routine.
And you can see how relaxed he is in the water. Yeah. Having them in Jamaica meant that it was just life, business as usual. It was almost home away from home. Nothing changed, you know. it was quite nice because I got a lot of commitment from them because they got a holiday, but equally I managed to take time off for me to spend time with my family and just relax.
How has this financial flexibility changed things for you and Sean?
I now don't have to worry about what am I going to do about staffing, what am I going to do about you know, if Sean needs to have a piece of equipment, or if I need to go on holiday, and it's just made life one big party.
So Sandra, tell me about Sean's plan at the moment. How is that going?
Care manager Helen McCoy works with Sean and Sandra and some of the other 17 adults with learning disabilities currently on self-directed support. Despite some initial reservations, she says it has improved service users' quality of life.
It's definitely been positive for people who have families. I think there's still areas that we need to improve. We'd need to look at really getting support for people who don't have families. So there's still lots of work to be done. And yeah, it was a bit scary at first, but you can see that there are positive outcomes starting to come to light, and it's quite refreshing.
For Ruth, self-directed support has fostered a remarkable friendship. It's allowed the 18-year-old to have a personal assistant, TG. Her support means Ruth, who sometimes used to be scared to go out, has become more confident and independent. It's a role TG relishes.
I do take her to school in the morning and bring her back in the afternoon. And sometimes I do try to help her with the school work. And sometimes we do go to like shopping and cinema. Ruth really needs one-to-one, relationship. And then she does need attention, someone to actually, show her what to do, and, someone to actually to understand her what she really wants.
It's a friendship that's incredibly important to Ruth too.
Gigi, that's Gigi there.
Yeah. Do you like Gigi coming to work with you?
Yeah, she's a helper.
Is Gigi your friend?
Yeah. She's my friend. We're just friends.
And for student TG, the role isn't just a job.
Seeing that change in her life it does really make me happy, because I don't understand that when I actually invest something in someone's life and seeing a change, it really makes me happy.
Switching to self-directed support has had its challenges, but for Ruth and Lorna, Sean and Gary, it's also opened up opportunities previously closed to them. An individual budget and personalised support is allowing them all to plan for a whole new future.